If we just take a step into living life and looking at it through more of a general lens, come back high level and take a look at it, I think there you would find that there's 7 aspects of aging after 60 that we tend to skip by. And I've done it, maybe even still doing it, and I'm going to bring it to the foreground because there are issues in living after 60 around our allocation of our time, effort, and our money, and it shows up in other issues that are linked. But these 7 aspects, I think if you stop them now by dealing with them, it will make a great contribution to living the legacy that you intend to leave. Now, the first one that I would share with you is anticipating their future conversations. What is it about the future that you want to bring into today, having a conversation about it with others, yourself and with others, asking what do you want from your life in the future and bringing those insights into today. Another way of looking at what do you want to improve, focus, and strengthen from the future, for the future, bring that into living your life today. So really anticipating future conversations. I often, when I ask people what's happening for the future for you, I might get a week out, but I may not get months or years. Great. I'm not saying that everyone has to run around knowing what the future holds for them, but yet extending it out and finding out what's there for you. I think it's important. So I would encourage you to start doing it rather than not doing it. The next one is identifying personal challenges. I don't often hear people talk about, oh, this is a challenge that's coming up and what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach it this way or approach it that way. It's when they're actually in it, they're in the challenge, and then they might bemoan the fact that they're in the challenge. When I'm going, well, what might be the potential challenges that are coming up? Now, for me, one of my challenges is I notice that I've got some things happening in my right hip, and it's limiting my longer walks, which is unfortunate because I so enjoyed those. But yet, it's something I can adapt to now and figure out, okay, what is it that I can do that has me enjoying my walks and not feeling as though I'm cooped up or anything like that. And so I've been walking loops, shorter loops, and sort of saying, okay, let's do a little hill today or do some straight. And I seem to be shooting a lot of videos nowadays while I'm on these loop walks. Hey, this is great. I'm dealing with the potential challenges that are there and figuring out ways in which to do it. So I would encourage you to stop not thinking about the challenges and finding some ways in which to deal with them. What is it that you could do to support ways to deal with the challenges that are unfolding for you? The next one is truly evaluating your well-being. Who you are, yourself, the health and wellness that goes with that, and being able to say, okay, this is what my well-being is. This is where I am with that. And I would encourage you to think about it from a well-living point of view in terms of being with others as well. But your well-being, being well, take it under consideration of what's there for you and going, okay, how is it that I can improve that? Maybe I can focus it, maybe I can strengthen it, a little bit like the challenges that might be around you. But really for yourself is what's there and truly evaluating your well-being. When I'm on my dog walks and we get into conversations with some of the others, Georgia, the dog I walk with, has her interactions. I'm having the interactions with the humans. And sometimes you get the list of things that don't feel great. And I go, okay, but what is it that we could do about that? And sharing and helping one another. And now some of the conversations are actually getting to be quite interesting. And, oh, well, I gave this a go and it worked, and I gave that a go. Oh, great. So I can pick up, in other words, I'm developing my wisdom, the depth of my wisdom. And that's wonderful. So again, really start to evaluate your well-being. Don't just take it for granted. It'll be there, and then if something shows up, then you'll deal with it. Think it through, feel it through, intuit it, see where it's going to take you. Here's a valuable truth to know. You are going to have shifting perspectives, perceptions, and points of view. As you get older, and sometimes it can actually be accelerated. That's something I have found that, oh, I got a shift in my perception outside in. Oh, there's a shift in my perspective inside out. Oh, there's a shift in my point of view. And it can be anything about, health and wellness. It could be about extending your career and vocation. It could be about recreational leisure. It could be about philanthropy and volunteerism. It's shifting all the time. And to come out and say, well, no, it's not shifting, I'm just going to stay the same, not going to work. You're going to shift. Because in today's world, from a social, cultural, technological, environmental, economic, political perspective, and all those interacting with who you are and how you're living your life, you're not going to be able to escape this shift in perceptions and perspective and points of view. So give that a go. So stop thinking it's not going to move when in fact it's going to move. And if you move with it, and if you can anticipate it, even adding the 3 others that I've shared here in the video, then you will start to create a way of being and having and doing that you're going to enjoy. It's going to be fun, fulfilling, and an expression of freedom that's associated with it. Now, here's one. Fortunately, I can say, and whenever I get a chance to chat with any of my mentees, I say, what you've got to do is reimagine your future. Now, it might be seasonal. I have a little bit more of a seasonal connection because when I find myself in later spring and moving into summer, and it's getting close to the shift to summer designation, I can pull out the camera here and I can shoot a lot of videos outdoors and just enjoy and really have fun with it, rather than being at minus 20, attempting to figure out, can I film something here? It's a little on the colder side. So this notion of maybe it's a seasonal reimagining of where you're going and what your future's about. It might be around where your home's going to be. I'm a digital nomad, so I'm thinking, well, in 2 to 3 to 5 years from now, where am I going to be? Because I'm not likely to be where I am now, because there's things shifting in that arrangement. And that's what life's about. There's a shift that's taking place. I often will say, okay, there's a change, which is outside in, and what's your transition, your inside out, to meet that change and that dance that takes place. There's quite a few people have written about that over the years, and you can certainly find some great material to dig into if this is a topic that's of great interest to you. But as I've mentioned earlier about reimagining your future, it's about improve, focus, and strengthen, because that's really getting at your worth, truth, and utility. And those are really core values that we all share, and having conversations about those is what's going to be really helpful. And another one that I would give you is really lean into embracing, engaging opportunities. Where is it? When is it? How might it unfold for you in terms of opportunities that you can jump into and explore? This is about the curiosity aspect, the the desire to do something else. I know that FOMO, fear of missing out, might be another way that gets you. Okay. But sometimes what gets in the way is the fear of making mistakes. That's unfortunate. Just give it a go and see what happens for yourself, and enjoy it and document it along the way. There might be something there that could help others. But even writing it down, it deepens your wisdom. Having conversations with others about these opportunities deepens your wisdom. Deepening your wisdom is satisfying your curiosity and moving you forward with, all the other ones that we've just gone over. So stop not taking opportunities. Start taking some opportunities and see where it might take you, and enjoy it along the way. And finding ourselves looking at this one, integrating legacy. Truly understanding legacy, which is about gifting from the heart. And the gifting of your time, effort, and money, that's the resources that you have to share. And figuring that out and bringing that into a deeper appreciation of who you are and what life is about. And digging into what are the legacy possibilities, opportunities. It can be with nature, it can be with other people, it could be continuing your career that you've had. It may be starting with an interest or hobby and finding a new way in which to bring that to the foreground. There's lots of ways in which to take a look at the sense of integrating legacy. Another way is to really take a look at becoming a legacent. Serving as a legacent. Thriving as a legacent. So a legacent is someone who is being legacy. Living the legacy they intend to leave, guiding and encouraging others to do the same, willing to learn with one another holistically, reciprocally, because in sharing legacy, engaging in it, you actually, together with others, create something that you can't necessarily create on your own. And through legacy and the interactions of these other 6 statements that I've been making, there's something there. So stop not talking about legacy and start talking about legacy and acting on it, integrating it, giving it a go. These 7 points often are what persons skip by. They'll just dance by them really quickly. If you just give them some time and effort, place and space to explore, I think you'll find if you take 1, 2, all of them up, the fun, freedom, and fulfillment of a life lived. It's heartfelt, it's caring. There's a lot of things that you can use to describe it. But most of all, it gives you an opportunity to be you, to be fully human, to be natural, to be planetary, to be Solaris. That is a great way in which to live the life that's unfolding here for you after 60. Just like the interval that's given at the drive-in movie. I just want to remind you that there are videos that go by Start, Sense, Stand, Shape, and Share here on the channel. You might find that sequence of 5 action-related words useful when you go through the 7 points that I'm sharing in this video. Just let it remind you. And if you do use them, let us know down below how it went. So, any comments that you might have here or stories you would want to add, I know I'm going through each one of these. I'm anticipating it. I'm embracing it, doing what I can. One of the ways is through this channel and assisting you in the story of legacy. And please look at the other videos. The shorts are great for journaling. The long ones, long form, there's topics in there. sharing it out, letting others know about it, maybe using a video as a way to have a conversation with someone. There's lots of ways in which to interact with the channel. And wealthmovement.com down here. Just go take a look at it. There are diagnostic tools and activity prompt books that are there. There's a store there. I'm adding more ideas and insights as I'm writing things up. You might find something there that would be of great value. Some are free, some are paid for. Whatever way helps you to move forward. And always, and in all ways, take care.